Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. These songs remind me of my dad. They're like, this one specifically, it just got that like time has passed, missing someone type of feel. I can't explain it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifers Show, baby. As we head on into the abyss of the universe and continue to move. And you would think, oh, he traveled with his mom, so he's wearing a different collared shirt. The same blue shirt. And you would be wrong, because this is my Michael Kors blue shirt. This is a different blue shirt. Actually has a different pattern. Has little dots on it, if you can see. Also, what's different about this shirt, it has a blue, I love about this one button has a dark blue piece of yarn there. This shirt does not. All right, just want to make it clear. All right, I'm not rehashing old outfits from before. I am keeping it fresh every single day for you on the live stream. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal. Let's do what we need to do to survive. Let's stay positive. Let's push ourselves to the limit. And there's a lot of opportunity today in the markets. I'm telling you right now, the markets look absolutely beautiful. Bitcoin poised for a big move. I'm going to show you why I believe, or why the charts convey a big move is coming for Bitcoin. And again, all I know is what the charts say. I have no idea. Nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Say that out loud with me and you will be blessed and be free. You don't have to be right. You just have to be present. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's take a big sip of the water. Did you work out today? I didn't get to work out today. I had to help my mom. But that means I will work out at one point later on today and get it moving. Very off for me not to work out, but it is what it is. Had to help my mom spread the loom, get some grass seed, take apart a Nordic track. I had things to do for my mother. All right? So God bless you all. Be there for your mom. That's the most important thing. All right? Seriously. In all honesty. All right, everybody, let's move forward. As we look at the charts today, we see some low liquidity down to 27,500. Looks like Bitcoin wants to get dragged on down to 27K, 27,500. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down, all right? But right now, off of BOOKMAP, which shows you where the liquidity does lie, it does suggest a possible move to the downside. If you want to join my trading group, I have the pinned comment right here. It's so easy to find. Just hit that link right there to the Discord or go to CryptoLifer.com. Either one will find your fancy to the trading group. If you want to make the gains we've made, like HIBIRDS, which is up absolutely huge, let's talk about that. I put out HIBIRDS just 5 days ago. This thing is up 344% gains. Imagine 1,000 turning into $3,400. Being up for $4,000 in your portfolio after $1,000. Imagine 3xing your money in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 1 week, making 344%. We were all over this. We showed you it on a smaller time frame. I was personally in the trade. I talked about it. All right. I didn't ride it all the way up. I sold it around 9. It went all the way to $12.95. This thing continuing to rip to the upside. It's absolutely out of control. All right. I even put out another call here this morning saying, hey, this thing looks like it could continue to moon. And it actually already went up. A beautiful, from when I first talked about it on the 7-minute chart, 21% gains. All right. Imagine making 21% in your jammies. Waking up in the morning. You could have done that if you were in the trading group. This looks like it's going to continue. The 7-minute chart wants to continue to rip. I would not be surprised if this went up another, maybe even during the live stream, 22% gain. So HIBIRDS just continues to rip. And I gave the trade this morning for 20% gains. Imagine making 20% in your sleep, or actually right when you wake up in the morning. I spoon feed the best setups in the game. All right. One of the highest gainers in the whole entire market today on KuCoin, continuing to bang. And I posted so many charts this morning that are likely to move to the upside based on technical analysis. I'm an obsessive compulsive technical analysis guy with a hyperactive brain and consistency and discipline. Why? That's what you pay for. And I'm going to be here every single day. So keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. Hi, all, and a massive thank you to Sam and all the Lifers Trading Group has been on fire like always. Shout out to Paul Bland. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everybody here. John Allen, God bless everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Do not be negative. If your comment is negative, yes, you will be permabanned. And I don't permaban. I have nothing to do. I have a team that you think I actually look at the comments? I look at the comments, but you think I'm the one that actually, no. I have a team of people that help me do that, all right? I'm at a level where I do not have to do that. We have admins and moderators in the trading group doing that for me, my man. God bless everybody here. I wish I didn't even see that comment. Honestly, I only want to see the positive comments. I want to put positive glasses on and only see the positive people. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. Shout out to Nick Zulu for optimism, already asking for optimism and a move coming. A move coming in this market. I'm telling you, this thing looks absolutely ready to rip. We're going to break down Bitcoin. We're going to break down optimism. We're going to show you a lot of different things going on. Tap tools booming to the upside as well, which does have SNEK and bank. Get into a NAMI wallet today. Get into a NAMI wallet. I get nothing for saying that. It's not like I have a deal with NAMI at all. Get into a NAMI wallet today. Get yourself attached to Tap Tools. Start seeing what's going on. Send some Cardano in there. And the Cardano ecosystem is starting to take off in a massive way. We're going to show you Cardano in a little while. We have so much to bring you today. It's absolutely out of control. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to my man, Semsetin Kaya. Shout out to Nikki Koala. Shout out to CK. All right? Shout out to Sharad Mita. Shout out to Arpad Paul. Shout out to Trace Hall. Shout out to all the beautiful new people here that I've never seen on the live. God bless you. Shout out to Daddy T. And what are these green people with the star? They are members. They become members. Join the trading group. Hit the member button. And you could get back to the channel. We'll have members-only live streams, which will be focused on discipline and mindset. All right? It'll be really breaking down things to help you get to another level in life. That's the key. Shout out to Kenny Mack, fella, my man. All the way from Flint, Michigan. God bless you, brother. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I'm blessed to be alive. Today is a blessing. We start the live stream with, Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given us. I'm so appreciative of every moment you've given me. I'm appreciative of the 40 years I had with my father. May my dad rest in peace. May my dad rest in peace. Losing your father is one of the hardest things that will ever happen to you in your life. Losing your mother or father, either one of your parents. It's like your heart has been ripped out of your chest. It is the deepest pain. Feels like a knife sometimes cutting through your gut. Fighting that pain is some of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I'll tell you right now. And staying focused on the charts. Thank God I have the support of the lifers and my family and my mother. You know, I sit with my mom and like we talk about everything. We talk about all the ups and downs. And I hold my mother and I hold her so close to my heart. It hasn't been easy at all. And I'm sorry, but it hasn't been easy. And, you know, the last week has been harder than the first 3 weeks. It's like starting to set in for a fact that he's gone. Like, the back of your mind, you think maybe, just maybe, I could save something or I could bring it back or there's no bringing him back. You know what I mean? You won't hear that voice again. I listened to my dad's voicemails yesterday. And, you know, the last voicemail he gave me was when he watched me at the steakhouse in Austin, Texas. And the last call he ever gave me to make sure I didn't leave anything in my hotel room. You know, first of all, Jimmy Price and Lifer could give us some insight on where and how to buy Ben coin. We could not on Uniswap, BitGet, or any suggestions. Yeah, I've been trading it every day on MEXC. That's why I tell you to open up a MEXC account. It's the place to be. All right, where I have this futures trade open here at 70x long and 117 at 17x. Look at that, 117 at 17x. Who would have thought? Up 2.3% gains. We're going to add to this trade. And I'm not talking about why I see Bitcoin making a big move to the upside. We're going to break it down. But you can easily go to MEXC, which I put a link in the description. And if you've been watching my live stream every day and you've been watching me go over these coins, you would know, oh yeah, Sam's trades Ben on MEXC. I even show it here. I even show you my actual Ben account. You know, like how much I have in Ben. And thank God for MEXC for buying all that liquidity because they saved you from going to Uniswap. So if you look here at Ben, which did a kind of inverted head and shoulder and a bounce to the upside here, it's all the way down to 1157. And you know what? Ben wouldn't have dropped that much had it gotten liquidity. People didn't even know where to get it. You know what I mean? They didn't even know where to get it. So at this price about here, I still have about $2,000 worth of Ben. And I mean, Ben made me a good penny. I got in at Ben very, very early. I did about a 5x on $300. Then I added 1,000 at another place. Ben did very well for me. All right. So Ben continuing to rip. And that's why I still own $2,000 worth of Ben. And you can buy Ben right here on MEXC for 0 fees. Absolutely 0 fees. Like, it's so simple. You hit the link in the description. 0 spot maker and taker fees. 0 future maker fee. Only 0.01 taker fee. And the funding rate if you're opening up a futures account. What is the funding rate? It has nothing to do with the exchange. It's the funding rate basically has everything to do with how many people are long or short. Okay? Either the shorts are paying the longs or the longs are paying the short. That's it. That's how it works. Okay? I like MEXC right now. I'll give you a freebie here on my channel. A bit of a cup and handle for MEXC as it has a high, has a higher low. We're looking for that higher high above 488. This thing looks like it wants to rip above the point of control. Low stochastics. It has a bit of hidden bullish divergence in a way. It's a Class C and has lack of bearish momentum. It has falling volume with falling price, telling me there's likely going to be a bit of a move to the upside here for MEXC. I like what I'm seeing for MEXC. It just got to get above this zone too, and then it's gone. You can see that's that one resistance area. A retest of that area would also be beautiful at about 485. And that's a freebie, baby. And then this trade right here, too, that could possibly rip to the upside right now for another 22%. It already went up 21% pretty fast and furiously this morning since I put it out. This thing looks like it could continue. It's going to get above a high-volume node and go to the value area highs. This thing can rip to the upside. MACD about to turn. RSI's in a good spot. Just another idea there for you. All right. Let's talk about Bitcoin. All right. Let's talk about what I see on the 7-minute time frame. It's oversold on the 7. Let me actually bring this down. I don't know why this is so high. Usually it's not that high. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Don't take up too much on my screen. I need my screen, baby. I need my screen. You can see the ticker on the bottom, too, just rolling through. You can see kind of what's happening in the markets kind of as we sit there for you. All right? Not financial advice. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? So look what we see here happening for Bitcoin. It's in this beautiful wedge. It's in a bit of almost a cup and handle. This is my beautiful girl. Not right now, okay? That's blue, right? Yeah, she knows the color blue so well. What a beautiful girl, man. She had to show me that was blue. Everything she sees blue now. She's like, Daddy, that's blue. Daddy, that's blue. Man, my kids keep me going. And some days I think of them saying goodbye to me on my deathbed. It's weird, like the cycle of life. But anyway, I don't want to go that far. I'm going to take it one day at a time. So you got this little flag here on the 7-minute time frame inside the bigger flag. And we're riding to bounce off the 200 SMA. I'm telling you right now, every time you break above the 200 SMA, you retest it, there could be a massive move to the upside. This is just a 7-minute time frame, but that measured move could take us all the way to 29,100 from this 27,769 area. We may do a little more of a dip. There's no guarantees in trading, but that's something I'm seeing. I'm going to show you the big picture, the small picture, and all the pictures for Bitcoin like I do every single day. Had you taken any of the trades that I put out in the last 4 days, every single one of them has made a move to the upside. We've been nailing Bitcoin absolutely beautifully. Shout out to everyone that jumps on into the trades, to the coins, to the setups. I appreciate each and every one of you. Also, follow me here at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. 14,500 subs. We are booming to the upside here on Twitter. Soon we're going to have more Twitter followers than we have on YouTube. You know what I mean? The way it's moving. But do you believe ADA will ever surpass Ethereum? I mean, why did Charles Hoskinson, right, leave for New Horizons? Let me know. I want to know what people think. Because him and the dude from Polkadot got voted out for wanting to change ETH. This guy's funny, right? But what do you think? What do you think could happen? Do you think Cardano could ever surpass Ethereum? I want to know. Let me know. I'm going to take this tweet here. I'm going to hit it. I'm not going to pin it, but I will put it here so you could check it out pretty easily here. Jump on into there and join the fun. Leave a comment, like, retweet. Let me know how you feel about that statement. And again, I don't want to polarize. I'm just saying, hey, so shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. What happened to the Heat and the Celtics last night? The Celtics just falling off of and wow, Bank trending at 7.9 million tweets. That's a big deal. What is Bank? It's on Tap Tools. All right. And we've been following Bank now for a few days now. This thing is absolutely soaring to the upside, and it continued to go up from here. All right. When we put it out yesterday in the live stream, I've been giving calls for Bank since it was in this channel. I was late to the party, I'll be honest. One of my buddies was like, yo, I just made $9,000 on Bank. Look, it went up another 48%. We put this out on the live stream yesterday. 48% is massive. Now, Bank looks like it's getting a little high. It may start to retrace here a little bit after the massive pump it's had. It's on an insane tear. If you can see when Bank first came out on Tap Tools, up a 17x and doing damage for Bank. And this is Tap Tools. This is where you can research and find out about all the new coins on the Cardano network that'll blow your mind. Such my man just bringing up SNEK. So let's take a look at SNEK, which I don't know if SNEK's like snake or whatever. I don't know what the deal behind it is, but SNEK's been hot. People been loving SNEK. And look at this. I mean, we talked about SNEK here. Let's look at the 2-hour time frame. And we put it in this little flag. just the other day right there. And look at that thing continued to rip. It's already up at 10x, but since I put it out yesterday on the live stream, we were talking about it, up another 59% gains. Just showing up to this live stream can really get you paid. You get the information, you get the education, and you also get spotlighted what coins that I'm looking at, things in the market. We just scan the market all day long and look for gains. Like HIBIRDS, you know what I mean? That thing's starting to edge on out. Look at that cupping up on the stochastics RSI. I'm telling you, start to learn this cupping up feel on the stochastics. The cupping up here on the RSI, that could tell you a big gain is coming for HIBIRDS. So just things to think about. You know, I'm not trying to force anything down your throat. I'm just trying to show you what's happening in the markets. All right, that's all. That's all. And I'm not a perma bear. I'm not a perma bull. I'm not a moon boy. I do believe in the long term, Bitcoin will go to the upside as it's at the 777s, 277777777777. But anyway, 20. Look at the 777s right there, always on point, on par. All right. So BOOKMAP does suggest we go lower, but it's not always 100% correct. All right. But it is trying to pull us down here to lower liquidity zones to about 27.5, 27,000. We'll see. That's what BOOKMAP suggests is going to happen. But right now, this trend line is holding nicely. Can we continue to hold it? All right. Can we continue to hold it? So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Bitcoin on multiple charts just to break it down for you so you can understand what's happening. All right. And it's funny, trading view a little slower than normal. Not sure why. We do have a lot going on, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Get that fiat weekly out of here for a second. But remember, join MEXC today if you don't want to pay spot fees. This guy couldn't find Ben. We found Ben for him real quick on MEXC. So it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. All right. That's not going to happen for me right there. That's not going to be viable moves. Might have to get rid of tap tools for a second here. Might be shysting it. All right. So here's the deal. I like to go to BTSD USD on another chart just to show you a bigger picture of what's happening to Bitcoin. All right. And show you kind of what we're looking for and what's going down in the market. Shout out to the 494 beautiful souls in the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. $99 in super chats. We're going to take a look at that optimism. We have not forget. We're going to break it down for you. Okay. That's kind of weird. All right. I'm going to get rid of this. See if there's anything else brewing behind the scenes here. Always something going on. Always something. Oh, Restream. Where's my Restream page? No, it looks like I got rid of Restream too as well. All right. BOOKMAP loading up. But you know what? They've been teasing these value area lows, but you know what? Nothing has really come of it yet. So I'm going to say BOOKMAP will bring it up back in a little while. It does take a little bit of computing power in the back end for BOOKMAP. All right. All right. There we have that. And do we have Nord on? I don't want Nord on. That's another thing that may be kind of taking up some moves. Okay. So what I want to do is start looking at BOOKMAP Bitcoin on a bigger scale here. All right. What I'm looking at for Bitcoin is I want to see Bitcoin on a bigger chart. All right. I want to see it on, I like to look at like maybe the Binance US chart, just a chart that I haven't used in a while. Keep us moving. What I do is I look at the 7-minute, then I look at the 4-hour, bigger time frames, smaller time frames. And I'm going to show you why. This is not clickbait. People think I'm not a clickbait guy. When I say I see a big move coming for Bitcoin, it's because I see a big move coming for Bitcoin. It's exactly what I'm saying. I'm just saying exactly what I'm seeing happening in the charts for BTC. All right. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. Nothing more, nothing less. So look, I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. I want you to understand these concepts, these key concepts. So, LINA, LINA, we love you, Sam. Souls United, love and peace. Shout out to my man, Creators Crypto in the house. God bless you for being here. Thank you so much for the love. All right. So every single time if we backtest this theory, Bitcoin makes it back above, and it could be TradingView too. It may not just be me. It could be TradingView. You know what I mean? We need more information there. Come on, TradingView. Funny how much my life depends on the charts loading up properly, right? It's insane. Is someone using the internet? Because I can't do what I do every day. So weird, right? So strange. That's really not cool. TradingView could be low, like just kind of getting bombarded. Wow, Flux getting a nice move to the upside at 57, continuing to pump. That's interesting. Take a deep breath. Shout out to Bryson Gonzalez. It's hard to take a deep breath when your whole life and your whole entire business and everything you do depends on the charts loading up, but they're not loading up. It's kind of whack-taculous, I'll be honest. And the Celtics left me hanging high and dry last night. What was that all about? Like, that was the worst performance I've ever seen. Celtics just doing absolutely horrible. It was horrible what the Celtics were doing last night. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe it. And viewership back up after everyone took that long weekend off. And we're back in action here on the live stream. All right. Shout out to the beautiful people on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it for the love. For the love of love. For no other reason but for the love, baby. But for the love. I know what it could be. Maybe it's this thing kind of holding me back. We'll see. We will see. That's my daily struggle with my third world poor internet connection. That's tough, man. I wouldn't be able to live like that. I really wouldn't. Okay, we're back in action here. I had Stream Deck on. I think that was taking a little bit of too much computing power. Doing its thing. But it is pretty weird, right? I'm curtailed right now. Completely curtailed. Being held back by multiple things, and we don't know what it is. Interesting enough. I didn't do anything different today that I normally don't do, you know. So, just spinning. It could be the servers on TradingView, too. It's not always me, you know what I mean? It could be them. Look, like now that line's missing. All right? It's just kind of strange. I can't do TA. Can I do TA somewhere else? Possible, right? I'll get off of futures for a second. That might be the reason too. I'll do everything I can to kind of get this up because I want to show you what I'm talking about here today on the live. Viewership back up and running too, which is amazing. All right. My computer's on turbo. Let's make sure it's on turbo. Turbo, baby. Turbo, which should be the best. All right. Anyway. Yeah, I can't get TradingView to load. So I can't go over charts, which kind of just, you know, conveys the purpose of the live stream. Got me hanging. This has never happened to me at this location ever in my life. I do not know what's going on. Energy of the universe. We are moving on a flying planet in deep space. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, my TradingView was a bit iffy at the moment right now. Getting the same thing too. Yeah, fine. We'll move over to CoinTrader Pro. And we'll show you how we can just continue to move no matter what happens. We'll teach you the ways. And we'll look at Bitcoin here. And I want to show you something about Bitcoin that's going to blow your mind. All right? And I'm going to teach you why I see a big move happening for Bitcoin. And again, it's just what the charts convey. It doesn't mean it's a guaranteed process, right? But all we really need for me to show you this is an indicator here. And we're going to add an MA. All right? The moving average we're going to add is the 200 SMA. All right? The 200. We're going to change this to 200. And this is free. If you ever needed to see this free, this is super important. So here's the deal. As long as the daily stays above the 200 SMA, you're extremely bullish. Extremely, extremely bullish. So we have that down, hands down good. As long as the weekly stays above the 200 SMA, we're extremely bullish. And I've talked about this. I put out the long on Twitter, and this is like the third day I've talked about it, and I went over and over again. That's how you know I'm not a flip-flopper. I've been saying the same things for days. I may open up long and shorts on smaller time frames, but the bigger time frame to me is set in stone. As long as we stay above the 200 SMA, we are ready to rip to the upside. There is a massive move coming for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, on this weekly chart. And that's just what the charts convey. You know what I mean? That's, I'm not going by the news. I'm not going by what people said. I'm not going by what I thought. And you can see how we clearly came back to the same resistance area for Bitcoin. Simply put, right? Boom. And some shortcuts still work. So as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, we're golden. Now, the time frame that really kind of selects what happens is this beautiful 4-hour time frame. And if we look at the 4-hour is playing games with the 200 SMA. However, it did a nice bounce there about 16 hours ago and continuing to make a bit of a move. When we look at Bitcoin, though, it's still in this falling wedge, and we are at the top of the wedge. Let's break this down. And there's a chance that this wedge kind of, gives us a bit of trouble here. So we are at a resistance point. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. This is clear resistance for Bitcoin. And it was resistance right here in this zone too. As you can see, that this is where this candle closed, right here. Okay? So you have this candle closed, this candle closed. We want to see if Bitcoin can get back above the zone to the upside. That's kind of what we're looking for. All right? That's like the key idea. This is default. I'm wondering if I can make this... you guys want night vision. I know, right? It's hurting your eyes. You can't handle it. All the vampires that trade, they can't handle it. But this tells me that we just need to break above this to the upside. The 4-hour time frame is going to be the kind of one go-to time frame that we're going to need to get that move. All right. To me, I consider that a bear trap right there. We fell back below. We got back inside the pattern. So we need this to breach. We're looking for Bitcoin to break back above the zone and continue to the upside. I'll tell you what, as long as it stays above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, and again, so you open up a long right there with a stop loss on the other side of the 200 SMA, you can give yourself a little padding, but it's very likely things could continue to make a move to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for going on in. I need dark mode after hours of staring at screens. I know. He's like, where's my dark mode? Where is it? Looks like TradingView kind of figured out its sauce, and it's back to brass tacks here. Let's see how the 4-hour kind of gives us. Yeah, we're back to go. Just took a second. TradingView was a little bogged down, but now everything is back to the science. So here we are again. And I'm showing you the same ideas just in the regular dark mode on TradingView here. And it's all about being above the 200 SMA. See how we pivoted right there? We didn't freak out. We just kept the show moving. That's how you have to do in life. There's always a solution. Have faith in God. God has you. There's a reason for every single thing. You'll be okay. So look what I see happening here for Bitcoin. I want to see it stay above the 200 SMA. Now, if it breaks the 200 SMA and goes back below, I'd be looking for maybe a little bit of a short, like not a huge short, but a possible little short scalp to the upside. And you'd be like, how do you switch so fast? You're bullish, then you're bearish. Well, I am based on the charts. I don't base it on my feelings. See, if you base it on your feelings, you're like, today I feel bullish. Everything's going to the upside. It's just going to happen. And then you're like, oh, well, tomorrow I feel this. And I don't do that. I don't give you analysis based on my feelings. It would be easy to do. Oh, I feel good about this one. Every time you hear someone say, I feel, it's about to, I hope, I believe, I think, I feel, all those are horrible words in trading. You do not want to be using those types of words. What I'm trying to show you here is the 4-hour was this high. Then it reset from dotted line coming back to the dotted line, and it stayed. Now, this could be an M pattern. I'm open-minded to this idea. It could be an M pattern. That means we got to move back to the upside. That's possible. I'm with you on that. I'm not discouraging that. That's why we got to break back above this 28,300 zone, the one that we failed from. Super important we get back above that zone to the upside. That's what we're looking for. Okay? That's what we're looking for. So join the trading group today. I'm telling you right now, it's on fire. This is when things start to zoom out. We got through this May. We're heading into June, and there's a lot of information. There's mainnets coming out. There's new news coming out. There's just a lot of information coming. They're going to print that money to gosh knows where. They're going to continue to print money. We know that for a fact. That's what they're going to do. Again, BOOKMAP does suggest liquidity to the downside. We may have to come and touch this 21. I don't want to see us break the 200 again, though. We got back above it. We're toying with it. I'd like us to see us stay above the 200 SMA. We're right on the line right now. That is a very high-risk play right now, and we kind of have a bearish engulfing candle. We're trying to engulf this bullish. Let's see what happens. This candle closes in 1 hour and 18 minutes. I'd like to see us wick back to the upside, stay inside the zone, and make this bullish pattern. It would be nice if Bitcoin could continue to stay above the 200 SMA and then consolidate in the zone. This would be a beautiful place to load up for a massive move back up to about $29,000 for Bitcoin. So I am calling for more bullishness as long as we can stay above these 200 SMAs on the time frames in which I've talked about, specifically the 4-hour time frame. Another thing that I wanted to discuss was we got above the 200 SMA here on the 7-minute time frame. See, we're testing it right now. We're playing games with it, and we're testing it. But backtest these theories. Every time you come to my channel, I like to show you exactly why and how I'm seeing things and why I'm looking at them the way I am. It's not because I think or I feel. It's based off real analysis and actual backtesting. If you haven't backtested your strategies, that's going to be the key issue. Most people are wondering, why didn't I make enough money? How come I keep losing trades? Have you backtested a strategy? Have you actually said, this is what I'm doing and why, and then looked at all the reasons when it happened beforehand on multiple assets too? Like my strategy's been backtested on multiple assets, meaning I could go to Tesla, all right? And I could show you Tesla Inc., which has nothing to do with Bitcoin. I mean, they're somewhat related. It does hold Bitcoin in per se. But I could go to the 4-hour for Tesla, all right? And I could show you that every time we got back above the 200 SMA, especially when we were in an uptrend after a nasty downtrend. So let's kind of keep moving here like this. So look at Tesla was down. It had to retrace, right? It got back above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, and look at the massive move that it went on. I'm not saying it always goes on a massive move, but every massive move starts with price action getting back above the 200 SMA. Similar metaphor that I talk about is if you feel a raindrop coming down in the sky, you'd be like, oh, wow, there's a raindrop, right? And you'd be like, well, not every time do we feel a raindrop does it create a huge storm, but every storm starts with a few raindrops. So that's like the key metaphor I want you to understand. But look, you got back above the 200 SMA here. You toyed with it. This is where Bitcoin is right now. It's back above it, and it's just hanging on it right now. It's hanging on it. It's making this flag like right near it. And the last time we saw that on Tesla, it created a massive move to the upside right there. I'm talking a massive move. Like that was one of Tesla's biggest moves of its entire life cycle. Here we are again with Bitcoin, with Tesla getting back above the 200 SMA, and it was a massive move to the upside. And you could be like, okay, I've seen it. How about oil then, right? And wait, I'm not done with Tesla, but I'm trying to teach you more than you would ever think possible during this live stream. I'm trying to really get into your mind. I'm trying to make you see things that you normally would never see. I'm imprinting these ideas. I'm backtesting for you so you can see it, right? I'm giving you everything I have every single day, because if I die tomorrow and I'm not here, you'll be able to at least say, hey man, Sam gave me everything he had. You'll come to my funeral. You'll come, I'm sorry to be morbid and I shouldn't talk about it like that, but you'll say, hey man, this guy gave us everything he had. Look, we got above the 200 SMA here. Massive move on the 4-hour time frame. All right? And then little moves here when you're in a downtrend. You still get a move, but in a downtrend, so you got to pick the trend. Right now, Bitcoin's in an uptrend. And I'm going to explain why Bitcoin's in an uptrend too as well if you don't understand. But there's BOOKMAP trying to break us down. We are going back below the 200 SMA here on the 7-minute time frame. The whales are trying to push us to the downside. It is what it is. We're seeing this push to the downside based on liquidity. The liquidity says, hey, we want to go a little bit lower. We could even open this up, and we have some room on this pattern that we could go further to the downside. Sad to say, but it's facts. We can pull a mini Fibonacci here, and we're testing the 786 level right there, which could be an absolute beautiful, beautiful entry. A wick to the 786 right there. I mean, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. From impulse to come up, wick to the 786 at the oversold region. Makes me want to open up a trade. I think I'm going to add to my trade there at that whip down to the 786 level. All right. It is Tuesday, though, and Tuesday is going to become False Move Monday. Because we didn't have Monday, Tuesday becomes False Move Tuesday. So remember that. We're kind of trading on Monday right now, even though it doesn't feel as such. We are tending, And look, there's the liquidity back here. You can see they are building a zone lower than the lows here. All right. They want to bring us down at 27.4, maybe even 27,200. That looks like a likelihood. I would wait for this liquidity to kind of get absorbed here. An iffy day right now to trade. Not an amazing day to trade based on Monday being closed in the markets too. That's just one thing to think about. But big picture status, right? We could go to oil. You could trade crude oil, right? You could trade ARCA. You could trade whatever you want. Oil India, right? Let's see here. You can even trade crude oil. But look, when oil got above the 200 SMA there on the 4-hour time frame, it was gone. It was absolutely gone, all right? When oil got above here, the 200 SMA on the 4-hour, it was gone. When oil got back above the 200 SMA here, right, it played with it and bounced on it right there. That's a bounce. Whenever you get a bounce off the 200 SMA inside of the flag, that's a really, really good sign. But here, every time oil got back above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, look at the massive gains that came. So I'm showing you, and then we can look at something else. You want to look at Amazon? Did I not convince you yet? Maybe you're still not convinced. You think I'm out of my mind. You think I'm wacky-tacky, whack-taculous, showing you things that are just absurd, right? So let's take a look here. The massive bull run for Amazon. Got back above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. It was gone. Baby gone. Even if you're just swing trading, you got above here. Look at that massive move for there. From 81 all the way back up to 97. Beautiful move. And look at one of its biggest rallies of its life. It got back above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame. Have I showed you enough? Who here is now convinced and says, wow, Sam, I didn't see that before on multiple assets. I didn't realize what you teach. What I teach you could put on any single time frame. Benjamin, great closeout last night. The Garden. Wow. Oh, come on, man. I'm actually going to put you on timeout for the night. You're pissing me off. Just on timeout, though. You'll come back. But I'm putting you on timeout, man. I'm not trying to hear that right now. I'm really not. Sorry, Tony. I love you. But I do get control of the show. Shout out to the two lifers. I'm not going to hear you freaking, you know what I mean? And I hope you get whipped by the Nuggets. All right? It was sad, though. It was so sad. I can't believe what happened. We're a better team than you guys, clearly. You guys played absolutely horrible, too. Like, Jimmy Butler was missing shot after shot. Bam Adebayo was like 2 for 12. You guys were absolutely garbage, and we still couldn't close out. All we needed to do was hit our threes. We could not hit a three. Every time a three went up, bang, 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 bang. It was so sad. I actually never spammed. Just couldn't listen to Lifer getting chesty yesterday. No, it would cause the seas to tumble. Benjamin, you don't know what's going to happen, man. You're also going to be put on timeout for the day. Timeout doesn't mean you're gone. I'm putting you on timeout. You can come back in 30 seconds. All right? I'm not going to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Bam going to get abused by Jokic, man. Sam always dropping gems. Yeah. Best channel in the crypto world for TA and for mental motivation. Shout out to Jay Bella in the house. Shout out to every one of you. All right? And that's what you get, man, for talking ish, man. I get to time you out. You can't time me out. I'm the crypto lifer, man. Straight up. Straight up. I still can't believe my sister's choked like that. Hey, man, now I feel just like you, so it's all good, man. Time to buy back on Pepe. And what I'll do is now I won't even read your comments. You'll just be completely just out of my mind, deleted. All right? Dude, it hurt, man. And ever since my dad passed, for some reason, Boston sports has hit me even harder. Because I used to watch Boston sports with my pops. And it's just like, come on, guys. You couldn't pull it together for the lifer. You know what I mean? You couldn't pull it together for the lifer. I'm a little sour, all right? You got to give me some time. We love our sports here in Boston. We're very emotional about them. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You will be put on timeout and spanked. Spanked. Nah, I love y'all, man. Even the timeout, I'm just messing with y'all. I didn't block you. If I blocked you, I'd be a horrible person. You know what I mean? You can come back in a little while and you can still talk smack. I just couldn't handle it right now. I really can't. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. You freaking Heat fans, man. Oh, baby. Here, have a sip of water. Lemon water. And I don't like to show my kids, but come here. I don't like to show my kids, but when you got a gem like this. No. Wait. Look at this. Look at this. I want to show you something. I want to show you a little something here. No. Whoa. The people, look, there we are. Look. I'm going to show you. Look, there you are. But there you are. Look, that's you right there. Can I get a kiss at least? And then I'll let you go. One little kiss. Oh, she wants the mic. Look, say hi to the mic. Hi. And wave at everybody. Wave. Say hi. All right. She's the cutest thing in the whole wide world, man. That's what I work for. That's what I grind for every single day. That's what it is. If you say, how come he doesn't take a day off? How come he's always pushing? How come he's always every single day, 7 days a week? So my kids never have to want for nothing. So they have every single thing possible in their life. That's why I do what I do. All right? That's the motivation for me. You know what I mean? I never want my children to feel like daddy didn't do enough. You know what I mean? There's always got to be more. The air to the cup and handle to the upside. You're so funny, man. She looks just like you. Bro has stuff and shirt and boxes on. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. I do not have boxes on. That's just not true. So you can be kind of completely ousted from that disgusting comment, honestly. All right? Just completely disgusting. I'm insulted. I'm walking away now after you said that horrible thing to me. You know what I mean? You want to see? You want to see? You don't even want to know. You don't even have the. You don't even know where to get pants this red. You have no idea what you're talking about. Go get a life. Do I have to go all the way and put on my $500 Burberry belt just to show you how good it gets? Get out of here. Now you're making me floss. You're making me floss. All right? And you know what? I did have pants on. I had pajama pants. So gosh, just forget you. You know what I mean? Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. All right? So there you have it. There you have it. Oh, man. All right. Let's get back into seriousness. I've done enough ridiculousness enough this morning. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Sammy, bro, it's freaking awesome, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't be offended. I said you were in the house. Mo, you knew the man, Sam. Wife just saw him putting the belt back on, man. You're funny. What do you think about Monkey's token on Dex? Never heard about it. Not really a fan of it. Sorry, man. These pants are not H&M. These are J. Crew pants. How dare you say I have H&M pants on? I would never wear H&M. These are J. Crew. Made of pure cotton. These are the best pants you can buy. These things are the softest and the sweetest pants you'll ever have in your life.
For your wardrobe?
They try to say I was wearing H&M. That's disgusting.
What are they here for?
Come here.
Are you here to learn about the charts?
What?
Are you here to criticize your wardrobe?
You know what'd be funny? We would get more views if you just came and yelled at me all the time. Come on, come in.
No.
They would just swoon over you all day long. More people would come to the live stream. They definitely would. They definitely would. These are $90 pants. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Oh, just getting dressed on the internet again. We're here to learn about Sammy's pants. That's going to be the name of the new channel, Sammy's Pants. And we're just going to talk about all the pants that I like. All right. So Bitcoin is dumping. I mean, liquidity said down on BOOKMAP. And they're pretty spot on with this. Every single time I see more liquidity down, we go down to grab that liquidity. It just is what it is. 27,200 looks like a likely scenario here for Bitcoin. But anything could happen. Life or wife are not having it. Wife is going to put you on timeout, Sam. No one puts me on timeout.
Yes, I do.
No. When you trade like me and when you turn $3,000 into $500,000, your wife won't say a word to you. Trust me. You'll just hand her a credit card and tell her to go shopping, and all your woes will be taken care of. You'll be like, go spend whatever you want. Leave me alone. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. By the way, everyone in the chat, and this guy says conceited enough. I'm conceited. My dad just passed away, man. I'm doing all these different things to make myself feel a little bit better, man. My dad's been dead for 3 weeks now. It's ripped my heart out of my chest. For you to call me conceited is the nastiest, grimiest, humble. Like, you're out. You're kicked out of the channel forever. You're out. You're out. Goodbye. I don't deal with nasty, negative people, man. If you can't have fun with me and laugh with me, you're out. I want nothing to do with nasty people. Goodbye. Goodbye. And we'll track your email, and you'll never be allowed to join the trading group again. All right. That guy is gone and removed from my life. Thank God. I love removing nasty people from my life. It's the best way to become successful. Get rid of nasty people. Get them out as soon as you possibly can. Never let anyone hate on your parade. All right? Never. Never. Only positive vibes, or they have to leave. Even if he was joking, he wasn't joking. He was being a weirdo. He was being a weirdo. To me, that's not even funny. It's just not. We are tracking you, troll. Yep, we got him. Yeah. Bye, Felicia. See you later. Okay. Moving forward. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. So we were just talking about Amazon, how every time it got above the 4 hour, and it may be a little dolphin dip. It happens, but for the most part, once you're in an uptrend, the dip or the close relation to the 200 SMA, and look, we just got above it here, and Amazon on another tear to the upside, 95 to 122. My strategy here would have gotten you so paid. You'd open up a long on Amazon with a stop loss on the other side of the 200 SMA. You'd be in the money right now. Absolutely in the money. So it is what it is. Let's take a look at the ES1 S&P futures and see what's happening to the S&P futures on the day as well. I'm sending the drone swarm to the troll. Yep. You're going to have some charts or cry about pants. See, that's funny. I'll take that as funny. You know what I mean? But you still sound like a little, oh, I want to say it, but I can't, man. I can't. How about a little pajarito? My man Tilden is a pajarito. A little pajarito, a little bird, baby. You're a little bird. You're nothing but a little bird, man. Okay. Liver, could you possibly do TI on XRP, please? If not, I understand. I was scalp shorting LINA USD. Gains. Nice little scalp shorting. Can we hit the J. Crew chart? You know, it's funny. I never saw J. Crew. Does J. Crew have it? They probably do, right? So we looked at the S&P right now, and the 4 hour is getting a little overbought. But look, it's above the 200 SMA, and it's likely in this bigger channel. I'm going to take away the middle channel here, but you see what's happening? It's inside this symmetrical triangle, and it's breaching out a little bit. It might come back down and hit the bottom of the channel, but this is a bullish consolidation, in my opinion. It's a 50-50 pattern, but when you're in an uptrend like this, it's a very bullish consolidation. We're back above this point of control, which is a high volume node with the main area of volume accumulating. That's why we call it the point of control. And the fact that the S&P is above it says we can probably get our move all the way back to 4,600. I would not be surprised if we get all the way up there to the upside. Shout out to all the beautiful people on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. If we got the like up to the watchers, it would be absolutely amazing. I would be blessed, and I would be like, wow, that's pretty awesome. And again, if I was watching you, I would hit that like button immediately to support you. I'm full-blown 100% support. I would never waver. Don't be messing with life, or we stick together, man. Shout out to Renzo Garcia. Can you check out the injective chart? I really admire how you shut down negative anything, bro. I've seen a positive difference. I mean, this group won't be as amazing and fully like-minded of others if it weren't for that. Yeah, you got to get rid of the negative energy. I just don't want it around. It's not good. Wifer made me LOL. You're here for the charts and all. I need Wifer to smack me to the upset so I can focus, man. You're getting on the live for free, but you were here talking about pants. Shaking my head. This guy, all right, he's out too. He's out too, man. I'm just removing people that are just whack. You know what I mean? So whack. We just don't want any whack-taculous people here. Everyone that knows me knows my dad passed away about 3 weeks ago, and I've been doing everything I can to cheer myself up, whether it's making fun of pants, whether it's talking about this and that. It is what it is. So I'm doing what I have to do to survive. I can't deal with negative energy. I just can't. Even if it's slight, you know. We are so family of love is our root of existence. Amen. Yep. Sammy has the van gun out. Watch your hands, man. Amen. 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 And I just don't need to deal with it. I have enough people around the world that love me, and that we've made a bunch of money together. We've done an awesome job together. So I just don't need to deal with it. You know what I mean? And you know who you are. Backstabbers, horrible people that try to say, hey, I'll post a... Come on, man. Get a life. Get a life. Sammy, I like your swag, baby. Hey, man. Positive chill vibes only. Love your positive stance, and I love your channel and content. And I lost a loved one, too. But they're at peace. Show you love from above. Amen. Thank you for saying that. The guy you just banned was not talking about you. He was supporting you, and you banned him. It is what it is. Now I'm going to ban you, too. Jamie, you're gone. Bong. You're out. You're out. You're gone. Jamie, we told you about saying anything against me on the live stream. Don't do it, man. You're with the team, man. That's all you're supposed to do. Be with the team, brother. Be with the team, man. I don't know what, you know what I mean? Because, you know, dude, don't make me publicly remove you right now in front of everyone. I'll do it, man. I'm insane. You're not dealing with a normal person, all right? I didn't make 100x on Safe Moon because I'm sane, all right? Savage Day, man. Never doubt your greatness, Sam. Sam on a rampage. Yep. By the way, breaking support and the level soon. All right, let's get back into brass tacks. We've had enough fun. All right, let's get back into brass tacks. All right, but when you grind like I do, you listen to no man. You listen to no man. All right, I work too hard for what I do. You listen to no man. All right? Ban them all. I'll just sit here by myself in front of a mirror. Just stupid. Jamie, now my wife has to reprimand you, man. Again, we don't want to go through this again, man. Oh, my gosh. Flux making a move. Ban me too. We're just kidding. I love you, bro, man. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. Remove him. Remove him. Spankings, man. Oh, my gosh. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. All right. So I like what the S&P is doing, right? It does have to respect this trend line, but it's on that point of control. And I could see the S&P making a nice move to the upside, man. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. LINA up continues to pump. It's funny. And HIBIRDS, man, I'm just so impressed by HIBIRDS. Talking about LINA, too. LINA's been on this monstrous tear, all right? Let's see if it can make out of this little flag that I was looking at earlier today. Wow, it didn't hit the stop loss, as you can see. It got very close. So you could say, yeah, I got very close, almost touched it. And then LINA just continued to flip to the upside. So this wasn't a perfect trade, I have to be honest. Tried to stop people out, and then it took a massive move to the upside. But what you can do, all right, is you can take my setups and ideas, which aren't going to be 100% every time. But look, that's a beautiful flag right there, right? And as long as it maintained that trend line, LINA was going to continue to make that move. And then it came down and retested this other zone, right? Retested this area right here, see? Previous resistance becomes new support, and it got a pump to the upside, all right? And then you get all the way up here to about what? 22529, all right? And LINA's just been on a tear. And we talked about LINA before, and I believe it was even a Token Metrics idea. So Token Metrics hooks us up. We have a Token Metrics section in the trading group, and it's there to help you, all right? Pants and all alone. OnlyFans it is, man. Dean said Bitcoin is headed to 8K from that time. He's ignoring that he's, man, you're funny, man. People have their opinion, bro. Labs and Sammy Cup and Hattie on the 3-day chart. Interesting. Sammy with the thin skin can't take criticism. I love you, brother. What do you think about LimeWire? Pretty cool, man. Just ban this guy right here. No, I don't deal with negative energy, man. To me, there's a difference between like thick skin and people being negative. In my solace of opinions. You're familiar with currently. What are your thoughts on the current SEC case versus Ripple? I mean, I don't really try to put too much think about it. I don't think too much about it, right? And the reason being is because whether it ends in 2 weeks, whether it ends in a month, whether it ends in 2 months, you know, Brad Garlinghouse says it's going to be end in a few weeks. I'm hoping that it will be, and we can finally keep moving around. Sam, can we get your opinion on Bitcoin 30 time frame? And honestly, my dad passing away and helping my mom, like I was just in the yard with my mom, and my dad would have been there, and like I am a little sensitive today. I'll be honest. Like I'm on it. I mean, I can be 100% honest with you. Like and I'm leaving my mom today too, and I'm getting this really weird feeling about it. And she's gonna be alone every day, waking up, and she sees my dad's stuff. Like he still has socks everywhere. He still has. There's so many things that my dad had that are still here. And I am a little sensitive. You know what I mean? And I have a right to be. I have a right to be thin-skinned sometimes. I have a right to be myself. I have a right to show you every single piece of me. And I'm sorry if some of you just have never been that candid out loud in front of everyone. So maybe you're a little jealous because you've never been able to actually show your true feelings. And you watch a guy out there putting everything he has out there every single day. You watch me lose my father on a live stream basically because I haven't taken a day off. You watch my life get ripped apart, my heart just shredded. And you've seen every part of my emotions, from my ups, from my downs, to my ins, to my outs. You know what I mean? And some people, they get a little jealous because they're like, man, I've been in a hole my whole life and I've never been able to come out of it. This guy is out there every single day. So, you know what I mean? So I have a right to show you every single thing that I have going on. And I have a right to be thin-skinned. And I have a right to do whatever I feel at the moment in time. And that's how I feel about it. So it's tough the first couple of months, but it does get a little easier over time. As a man, don't hide your emotions. It's okay for men to cry too. Love you, brother. Shout out to my man. See? That's a real person. Sam is a warrior. Shout out to everyone here. And if the down comes tonight, it'll be a simple retracement. We love you always. Amen. This man, oh my God, man. See that. Whatever. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to read negative comments anymore. Yeah. This is why I don't say anything in the chat. Too easy to be misunderstood. That's also true, too. You never know kind of what someone's saying because I can only read a piece of it. I don't read the whole chat, So many weirdos, man. Oh my God. Anyway, hey brother, can we look at Simpson? I don't know. Simpson just got banged to the downside. Really kind of struggling. Not the best thing to look at right now. I never said I didn't like a Tesla. I love Teslas. I think Teslas are cool. I was just breaking down all the information about a Tesla. That was all good. I lost my father 18 months ago, and it still hurts so much. I realized that the pain is a sign. So much love and positive memories. So now I embrace the pain. You're right. If there was no pain, because you wouldn't have had anything to be sad about, right? So the pain is regurgitated, reiterated into love. Amen. 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 I'm watching in my Tesla. That's pretty cool. I never hated on a Tesla. I think Teslas are awesome and cool. I just was going over the facts that when you recharge them, you burn fossil fuels. That's all. And that people are dying in the mines to get the cobalt, right? By the thousands. And they're in these little towns and there's little kids getting, that's all I'm saying. That's just a reality. You could look at it. You could, it is what it is. Also, my wife was saying driving in a Tesla is like driving in a microwave. She told me that yesterday. Very, and again, And she told me that yesterday. So it could be very unhealthy for you too as well, which I never knew. And she could, we'll have to corroborate that idea, but I don't know. But someone told me that when you're in there with all the electricity around you, it's actually really, really bad. But again, who knows? You could look up that yourself, So it is what it is, right? Tesla pumping. I love Tesla, man. I think Nikola Tesla is one of my favorite people in the world. I researched him. He was an amazing person. You got to get into Tesla. Tesla is an absolutely amazing person. He did so much for the human race. He has more patents than any human being on earth. He's done so much. You know what I mean? And today, forget about me today. Today is the day after Memorial Day. Many veterans have risked their lives for each and every one of us. Jamie's grandfather, right? My uncle, who's still with us, who's older than my dad, who went to Vietnam and never came back the same after all the death and carnage that he saw and pain that he went through and he was young when he went through that. So to all the beautiful veterans out there that have risked their lives for any country around the world, mainly it's an American holiday, but anyone that had the gusto to put their life on the line for other people, may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. It means the world to me. All right? Agreed. Tesla has nothing to do with Nikola Tesla. 100%. He just named it Tesla. It brought up the word Tesla for me in my mind. So they brought it down to 27,669. All right. Nice little doozy here to the downside. And again, false move Monday is false move Tuesday. All right. That's something to think about. Right. And that's why I said just be careful trading on this Tuesday because it's going to act very similar to a Monday. They didn't have the chance to get all the liquidity they wanted because the people weren't around. So now they're going to try to do the same thing to you today. So just be careful. Let the dust settle. See what happens. Mini retracement down to the 886 now. Let's see if we wicked all the way down to it. We wicked pretty dang close to it, right? So even the 786 broken today on this level. It's interesting, all right? Very interesting. And I'm taking this impulse here, right? This impulse right there for that impulse, just on a mini fib. You should get a bounce on that fib level, but we'll see. We will see. Rest in peace to my beautiful soul of a grandfather. Spent his whole life on a ship after fleeing the Philippines when Japan occupied it. Amen. 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 Love to the families of the fallen. Thanks who served and sacrificed. Shout out to BioMEXC, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you for everything in the life, and thank you for being a part of the live stream. This man right here, BioMEXC, one of the most beautiful people I ever met in my life. I swear, his soul, his being, just the way, being around him even for a few hours was awesome. And what I loved about him is we were in this club, people were drinking, I always talk about it, and him and Crypto Billy were like, it's time to go. And I was like, it's time to go. And I had a support system to get me away from, the devil's calling, right? The alcohol, the debauchery, the craziness. And I really, really appreciated that, man. And if I could just play pool every single night, that's why I love pool. Playing pool gives you something to think about when you're out at night. There's still some action, right? There's still the chance that you could win, that you could lose. All the ups and downs of life. It's pretty amazing, right? Same as the heart is pulse made from electromagnetism. Amen. Amen. It's magneto-electric, man. So, yeah. So, shout out to you, BioMEXC, man. I love you a lot, man. God bless you, man. All right. I've been here every other stream. I don't always comment, but today I do. I got an appointment, but I'll be back on your next stream. Love and light, brother. Godspeed. God bless you, man. Thank you so much, Fifth Dimensional Seeker. I love you, brother. I love you, man. Brain waves function frequently, actually and factually, increasing daily and rapidly. So Bitcoin taking a little bit of a tumble here, but still staying in the zone. All right. This structure really hasn't been broken yet. All right. We're still kind of forming this consolidative pattern. Just be careful on this time frame. Be careful for the day based on what I see happening. Sending love, Sam. Shout out to Hannah King. Thank you for the $3 Canadian. God bless you. I appreciate you. There's two types of people in the world. People that have a heart and compassion and people that just don't give a dang. And you can see there's clearly people that would kick me when I was down. You know, there's clearly people out there that would see me lying in the street and kick me right in the teeth, right? And then there's people that would help me right up, give me a bath, clean me up, and try to get me back on my feet. And you know who you are. I know who you are, and I know who I am. All right. If I ever saw you down and out, I would be there to help you. You are the reason I'm awake every day at 10 a.m. Here for the best information and high frequency vibes. Haven't missed a stream in weeks, man. Shout out to Solosis V2. God bless you, man. I want to like the stream, but it's on 333, brosif. So funny, man. I love you, brother. 336 now. You can like it. Also, if you could buy Pepe so I don't get liquidated at 1270, that would be nice. What's up, Lifer? Big ups. Keep up the grind. God bless you, man. I can't believe I sold 10K flux before the pump. Oh, man, that's hard. I'll give you a bath. Oh, that sounds kind of weird, right? No, the ones that matter got your back. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. High frequency individuals is all that matters. All right. All right, let's move forward. Let's look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. The total market cap in all of cryptocurrency, something that I'm looking at that's important. All right. All right. All right. So total market cap still in this, see this cup with this handle? Still in the cup and handle. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of the moving averages just so I can see some clarity here. We'll bring them back in a second. All right. And I'll even get rid of this yellow zone. But I see us making back to this circular area. Okay. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and we already kind of broke out of this to the upside. And it's a slow process in the total market cap. But look at the 4-hour oversold. That's a beautiful sign. Now, same thing with Bitcoin. You know, a little pullback is fine. The bigger move is still in play. All right. And that's the key here. So if we can kind of move this around a little bit and show you that we are flagging out on the total market cap. And is the total market cap just back above the 200 SMA too? Yeah, just hanging on there. It's like, and so this is like it's kind of a do or die day. You know, we don't want to end up back below it. We want to see this consolidate. So all we have to do is wait, I don't know, about 10 hours, 16 hours. Let maybe even 20 hours. Let 4 4-hour candles, 4 to 5 4-hour candles close in the total market cap. If we can make sure that we stay above this resistance here, which is going to be 1.13 trillion, we are on the way. All right. And just even that small measured move is a move. And then that's how we can get the bigger measure move to continue to the upside. So I see a move to 1.2 trillion. And then that could flag out and take us all the way to the bigger channel. And we're inside this big channel. And we've talked about this. What is this? This is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Sam, you've helped me out so much. I've had a hard 14 months. I have not wanted to get out of bed some days. But your daily streams give me motivation. See? God bless you, Hannah. Thank you so much for the $7 Canadian. God bless you, man. You do make Jimmy proud, man. You're a dedicated man, son, husband, father, and a giving, humble leader. Most would hold their best to themselves and only show highlights in life. You give us your all. Thank you, BioMEXC, man. And that's why when people try to say I'm conceited and rude and stuff like that, it kind of does get me a little bit. Sam, buffalo or BBQ chicken pizza for lunch today? I mean, BBQ chicken all day, baby. I'm a BBQ chicken guy. I like buffalo, but I'd rather BBQ. I'm sweeter more than spicier, I have to admit. I get spicy sometimes, but I like the sweetness. If I ever had to guess, it's barbecue chicken, man. Barbecue chicken pizza? Oh, my God. I don't even know where I can get that. But, babe, can we get barbecue chicken pizza today? Sounds so good. I just don't put pineapple on the pizza. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Sorry to everyone that does it. All right? No offense to you if you do it. It's okay. It's just not for me. I'm not a pineapple pizza guy. All right? So, look, we have the 21 coming for the 200 SMA2. The last time we saw that on the 4-hour, massive gains. And I've gone over that many, many times. So, that is not clickbait when I'm talking about a big move coming for Bitcoin. I see a big move coming. It may take 15 to about 25 hours at the most. But man, this total market cap wants to rip to the upside. This is a falling wedge that broke out. Now we're making a flag outside of the wedge. That's just an old school way for me, right? And we left the value area lows to come to the value area highs. If we zoom in here, we're going to have to just break through this point of control. That's going to be our big level, 1.15. We get above 1.15. We can easily careen all the way up to 1.24 and all the way to the target here that I keep mentioning, which is basically right here, which is about $1.37 trillion. So that money's coming in, and it's telling us, where's it coming? I mean, Hong Kong, right? China. It's telling us by tomorrow, one more day. We have the 31st, and then I believe Thursday will be the 1st of June. Amazing, amazing times to be alive, right? Who here likes pineapple pizza? It's okay. You can admit it. You won't get banned. Anyone that puts ban anyone that puts pineapple on their pizza. Sam, you should ban everybody that puts pineapple on pizza is a Canadian thing. Truffle oil is also, I'm not a fan of the truffle oil. Has this aftertaste for me that I'm not a fan of. Most people like that truffle oil. I like it, and then it does something to my aftertaste. I had this BBQ chicken bacon Hawaiian pizza. Chef Kiss. That sounds all right. I love pineapple. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat pineapple all day. But on the pizza, it gets a little warm. I like my pineapple cold. Pineapple, chicken, onions, and BBQ sauce. Love the fruit pizza. I mean, why don't you just put mango on the pizza then? You know what I mean? Why don't you just start putting grapes on the pizza? Like, why don't you have strawberry pizza? There's a reason why we don't have fruit pizza. It gets all mushy. You know what I mean? Sean says, I love pineapple pizza. Do you really, Sean? You're out. Sean, you're out. I never understand the pineapple hate. Other toppings are fruits, too. Olives on pizza, not his thing. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, moving forward on the live. All right, moving forward on the live. HIBIRDS continuing to get that flat zone. It hasn't lost yet. This thing is consolidating bullishly. For whatever reason, people want to buy fractional reserves of HIBIRDS. It could be hot right now in the NFT space, and that's getting that zone. I don't do that much research into why. I just look at the TA, and the TA tells me what's happening. We do see the 21 and the 200 getting far apart, and it's a little bit of bearish divvy. That could be the end of the run there. It's a high-risk move at this point. Maybe one more little spike. Just be careful. You know, I personally have sold it off, so I'm not in it anymore. I just want to make that clear. I'm just pointing out things that I'm looking at in the charts. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's what I see for Bitcoin, and we did get the spike back up off that low area. Look, you could almost say it was a 706. Well, where would you take it from? Yeah, that's lower than the previous low, or on the 7-minute time frame. It did wick off the 706. Look at that. Technically, right? When we take it from this impulse here, this little bling, came back down, and it did wick to the 706 for a move back to the upside for 27,692. So I'd watch the 7-minute, and if the 7-minute loses its flag and starts to drop, you're looking at some type of further move down, probably to 27,200. And then that kind of fulfills that BOOKMAP idea, right? That there's lower liquidity. They're trying to block the liquidity now, but there's lower liquidity to the downside. They don't got anything kind of raising up right now at the present moment. It does tell us that we may see a lower spike before we see a bigger spike. That's just how the market maker moves. All right? That's just what we're seeing by the market makers. All right? Amazing. 11:21. I don't know how we got to 11:20 already. The stream just began. A lot of fun talk. A lot of interesting ups and downs. All right. And I put out so many charts. I don't want to give them away. I want to keep them kind of in the trading group. All right. In the trading group. So we're looking for this. We're looking for this move back to the upside of the 7. We're looking for bullish consolidation in the zone. And then we're looking for a bigger move for Bitcoin. Now, it doesn't have to happen. But remember, we got the 4-hour above the 200 SMA. We're on the line right now. If we can hold those lines, we're likely to get a nice big move to the upside. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 352 likes all the way to 551 people on the live. Thank you so much for everything. I'd appreciate it. All right. I'll do this. If you don't do that, get a life. You know who you are. Get a life. Anyway, WSP, Pepe down, Ocean. I was looking at this one too. FSN. I'll give you another little quick idea that I was looking at. Fusion on KuCoin. Very low cap gem doing its thing. All right. But you can see it's in this beautiful flag. It's actually got a cup and handle here. See that cup and handle? Coming back down to retest this previous resistance point and bouncing. Fusion looks like it could make a nice move. 8%, not a huge gain, but it's in this gapped area. It's back above a high volume node, and it could easily get back to the point of control for liquidity. That's where there's a lot of seller stack too, so you could get that move back to the upside. I'm watching Fusion. It's on my radar. I'm not in the trade at all, personally. I'm just saying. And then POLX, which is polyastic, which is getting that index, right? Which is going to be pretty interesting for it, right? So it's getting an index, a lot coming its way. You know, that's probably going to propel it. People are going to actually use it for some moves. Wow, it got a nasty sell-off, though, earlier today. That's interesting. I want to look at the big picture for polyastic. Look, Adam and Eve double bottom in a way. That's interesting, right? So what I see happening for polyastic is kind of like, you know, it basically went after some stops for whatever reason, touched the 200 SMA, bounced back up. But if it can stay inside this, same thing. If it can consolidate nicely here, very similar to Bitcoin right now, it can bounce back up and go this sideways. So, and that's what I like to do. I like to be ahead of the trade by a day, maybe even 2 days. I want to set up projections and see if the projections plan out. If the projections plan out, then I take the trade. Very, you know. And then you got the 21 a little far away from the 200, but they're got to condense. You want to see the 21 come up. You want to see them kind of sandwich themselves closer. Polyastic could see a big move here. And it's based on the idea that the news is coming out with it. And that's a 40% gain for polyastic. So I would watch that very, very closely. All right? Extremely closely. Okay. We got Squad, Anchor, XDB, Flux, AGIX, CTSI, which is also on my radar too, which is Cartesi. All right. Fractia, yeah, Findora, GLQ. Injector Protocol is another one that I like, that I'm willing to kind of let out the bag here for you guys. All right. It's on KuCoin. I believe it's even on MEXC. It's everywhere. But Injective is hot. It's hot. I'm just telling you right now, it's a hot item to be looking at. All right. You can look at it a couple ways if you'd like. Right now, the 4-hour also has already broken out since we put it out. Look, there was a cup and a handle there. That's how I play the cup and handle. It could be small. It could be big. Sammy, cup and handy to the outside. Look at this cup. A beautiful cup. Look at this handle. A beautiful handle. Right? Look at the measured move, which is wick to wick. We bring it back up. And that tells me that we could see a nice move to the upside, and we already kind of got 70% of the move. Right? This has already been moving from 614 to 748 since I first put it out days and days and days ago. It also has a hidden bullish divergence on the bigger time frame, like the 2-day chart, right? And the 2-day chart is low, getting ready to make a move. So I like what I'm seeing here for the 2-day chart. This is looking absolutely beautiful for me. And so it is what it is, right? I see swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, and we're bouncing off of that zone of liquidity, all right? And look, we can move this away if you get rid of the moving averages for a second. Just to clarify, this is a swing up. This is a swing down. And that tells me it's called hidden bullish divergence. All right, we can get rid of that tiny little. But see how once you see the bigger time frame, you have more confidence to play the smaller cup and handle. And then we have the bigger cup and handle at play. And it's all about the cup and handies everywhere, all the time. All right, this was already up about 18% from when we last put it out. All right. And so what you do is you hit Alt F, which is going to be your shortcut, and you pull it from bottom to top here. And you can see how we came back down and we bounced. I'd like it if we came even closer to the point of control, but you don't, I mean, to the 618 Fibonacci level. But if you have a strong bullish divergence and a curving up MACD, falling volume with falling price tells me that there's going to be some movement to the upside. Optimism, which was our first idea here too. I want to give you some optimism ideas and stay optimistic. I kid. Optimism was in this beautiful channel for a long time. Felt like it could have done damage, but 20 days went by and it fell right out to the downside. But where did it go? To the golden pocket, the 618 golden Paquito, the 618er. So that to me is pretty spot on, right? And it's also, a lot of times the 618 should coincide with a retesting of a support and resistance zone. Previous resistance became new support for optimism. So optimism forming this flag As it continues in this flag, I'd like to see it come up, could even come back down and double bottom. It doesn't, but I want to see that bullish consolidation for Optimism, and it can make its move back to 457. I personally have been jumping into Optimism, just buying a little bit here and there, continuing to add to my stacks of Optimism. All right, I believe it's going to be a great layer 2 for Ethereum. It's going to continue to, perform. And honestly, even if anyone that got down into Optimism at 87 is still up for massive gains. And it went from 87 to 33. It did about a 4x, a little under a 4x during what's called the quote-unquote bear market. We did see a lot of price action moving in that direction. So that's also something really awesome to see for Optimism. All right. It's a beautiful thing. All right. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Okay. Dokie. All right. And that brings us to the news. All right. I'm going to bring down the music for a second, and I'm going to talk about the news. Good time to talk about the news, don't you say? So we'll bring that music down nice and easy for you. Ooh, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Gotta figure out why we always get the echo there. I'm gonna have to sit there for like days. I pushed everything down that should be pushed down. I don't understand, but maybe it's like, I don't know. My name is Samuel J. Price, and every single day I bring you the Crypto Lifer Show. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I'm known as the Lifer on YouTube around the world. And I go over Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies every single day, and we talk about things that could change the market, sway the market, or even just be exciting. Like the other day, we had Cardano and Matic coming together. That was awesome. Yesterday, we had Binance, which was actually making moves in Thailand and Japan, starting to really get through the regulatory framework and push forward. So what do we have today? Only time will tell. Let's take a look. Crypto equities rise in pre-market trade as Bitcoin hits a 3-week high. Debt ceiling resolution and bullish Asia news may be setting up the market for increased volatility this week. Despite relatively muted trading on the digital asset market following Memorial Day celebrations in the U.S., Bitcoin has managed to eke out of its highest point in almost 3 weeks, driving crypto-related equities higher. The world's largest crypto, Bitcoin, poked above 28,000 on Sunday and Monday, clawing back from the losses of last week's low of 25,800. Even in the face of rising valuation for digital assets this week, Bitcoin appears to be closing in on its first monthly loss since December of last year. The impact of that outcome might not be as widely felt, however, as the narrative surrounding the U.S. debt ceiling finds a potential resolution and Hong Kong allows retail investors to find fresh investment opportunities. If the pre-market trading is any indication of how crypto may react in the coming days, coming off of the back of the long weekend, the market may be in for increased volatility. And volatility doesn't mean it's going up, but it means a lot of action either way. And in the long run, the asset would need to close above 30,000 in order not to break its current winning streak, a feat not entirely out of the question given its past performance, according to the crypto service provider Matrix Port. Many investors were scared about the debt ceiling and the potential default by the U.S. government, wrote in the research note. Now they will need to find something else to be bearish about as the market likely rallies. And again, that's fake emotions acting real. I told everyone I could care less about the debt ceiling. They were definitely going to find a resolution, but they were going to use it to play games with your psyche. That's what they were going to do. Bitcoin mining difficulty record-setting streak shows no signs of stopping. The difficulty of mining Bitcoin is poised to set a new all-time high this week as miners continue to deploy new mining machines to cash in on the recent spike in revenue by the ordinals. And people are going to continue to set ordinals. There's more money. My team, we opened up an ordinal section inside of the trading group, right? BTC, BRC20s. There's a section now. If you want to focus on that, you can get heavily duty alpha. You can find out what the next newest coins is. And we have people that said, I got so much from the lifers, I want to give back now. So all the things that I've given back in my life have given people that love, that spirit, that energy, that consistency. Now they're in my trading group and they want to do the same for you. So as I continue to push forward every day, it paves the way for each and every one of you to learn more and find out more. And shout out to After Hours Investing, sitting inside the BRC20 group. The guy is blasting it out of control. He's been doing an amazing job. And, he found a 77x or 100x just the other day with OXBT. And OXBT's been hot recently. It's basically like the new Ordi or Ordinals. And I'm telling you right now, my team is on point. And these are just other lifers too that just pay to be in the group, want to give back, have made enough, and want to stay in the group and continue to push forward. So that's what I've created. And that's what the group really has for you. There's so much information. It's not just trading. We stay on top of the newest things that happen every couple of weeks. There's something new happening in the group. There's something new happening in cryptocurrency. So the rally in Bitcoin prices this year and rise in popularity for the Ordinals protocol has led to a better probability for the miners. Miners are continuously deploying more mining machines as planned. These factors contribute to more computing power, which leads to record difficulty levels. This makes Bitcoin even more secure. Every time the difficulty level raises, it's harder to take down the network. It would be the most secure. It's already the most secure network in the world. Where can you hold $1 trillion? Unhackable, immutable, borderless, right? As Michael Saylor said the other day, and I'm going to elaborate on a second after the news, I'm going to give you some information that's going to blow your mind. And last but not least, Tether doubles down on Bitcoin. Mining operations in Uruguay in the works. Tether gave no indication when Bitcoin mining operation will be fully operational. Tether is doubling down on its Bitcoin strategy by launching mining operations in Uruguay in partnership with local licensed company, Tether said. Just last week, Tether said it would be purchasing a lot more Bitcoin, which it will custody itself. The USDT server said in a statement that it's actively looking to hire energy experts to help support the South American-based mining initiative. Some of the positions based in Montevideo, Uruguay, and that Tether listed include an IT technician, a site manager, an electrician, and a mechanical technician. Tether has selected Uruguay as its destination for a Bitcoin mining facility because of the country's high percentage of renewable electricity generation, chiefly wind and hydropower, according to the International Trade Administration. Smart move. If you were a big company, like the United States government should heed this. They're selling their Bitcoins like fools, in my opinion. They should never be selling any of that Bitcoin that they got. They should be hoarding it because they're going to wish they did when they see the dollar just completely continuing to get bagged up by Bitcoin. You have to remember, Bitcoin used to be less than, and there's a little dump there in the market. Let's see if Bitcoin also took a bit of a dump. And usually it will. No, that just got sold off right there, HIBIRDS. And it did have a bearish divergence. So it shows you, what I like to show you, this is not every single thing I ever post plays out perfectly. And maybe it goes a little longer like this, but you know what? To me, there was a big bearish divergence. We already kind of nailed the initial trade this morning. Now it's consolidating. And what is bearish divergence? Well, whenever I see bearish divergence, I heed it, and I begin to kind of think about taking some profits. And when you have two swing highs to the upside, but the RSI swings low, it tells you that the momentum is beginning to falter a little bit. And it does. Anything could happen. You could get bought back up, and this still could still pump, right? But the probabilities are in your favor that a short is more at hand. Also, who sees the diamond? I see a diamond in there, and diamonds are also reversal patterns to the downside, right? Has some diamond vibes to it right now. And, a diamond comes in from the bottom and usually falls out of the bottom. So just be careful. We've taken HIBIRDS for 300 and some odd %. It's probably time for a little bit of a pullback for HIBIRDS, all right? Whenever I show like a 7-minute chart after it's pumped like that too, it's high risk, high reward, all right? And we can go back here. And everyone, Tether getting big on Bitcoin mining. Huge, 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 right? The mining difficulty raising to the highest level ever. That's big. The hash rate continuing to grow shows that the network is strong and steady and continuing to move to the upside. And then also crypto equities rise and things are happening in the markets. We could see some spike in price action to 30K. I see some bullishness. I don't know about you. And that brings you the news for the day. Thank you so much. Let's jump back in to the charts. And I appreciate everyone who kicked it with me today. I really, really do. Thank you so much for the love. One of our biggest watches in a while, all the way up to about 600 people on the live stream. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for the love. All right. So we hit that super chat. Any super chats that I'm missing, let me take a look at the chat here and see what's cracking in the chat. I'm spending a lot more time in the chat because I love each and every one of you. After your Life Revision trading course, Lifers the 99 love to help and will answer questions. Bang, bang, bang. If you have any questions about the 99 membership, registration, or would like to pay with crypto, please email cryptolifers@gmail.com. All right. Were you losing watchers due to the news intro or something? I like those. No, I didn't want to load it up. I didn't have it properly prepared on my travel stream. That's my fault. But I'm sorry about that. I'll get the nice news intro for you at the right time. Hope you're well, brother. Can you take a look at Doge? Any plays we're looking at right now today for mask. I already put out a mask chart. That's further in the back of the section if you want to check it out. All right. If you're here in the live, you're in the right place at the right time. Shout out to the moderator. Shout out to the Blue Crew. And someone's asking about SIMPSON. I mean, it got pounded to the ground. Right? I don't know. There's really not much more to talk about. I keep going over, is the ticker Homer or is the ticker Simpson? Or is it Simpson, is it Homer? I believe it's Homer Simpson, but the ticker is Homer, right? And so, yeah, this is Homer on MEXC, and I was talking about it. I mean, it got pounded. It could be a rug pull, right? These are meme coins, everyone, that someone came out of nowhere and just thought, hey, I'll add it and make it something popular. And we talked about it. Maybe it could break out of this in the 7-minute time frame. And it technically made a gain. Let's talk about it. So when I first put it out, I said, there's a little chart right there. And it technically made a gain of about, wow, 34%, which is actually pretty spicy if you ask me from when I first talked about it yesterday. But I wasn't a huge fan of that move. All right, I wasn't like, ooh, you know. It's a little sketchy to me on the bigger time frames. On the smaller time frames, you could say it's just continuously consolidating. It's in this long, long consolidation. But if you even get a Bitcoin pullback, this could get pullback. And it's also at the top of the channel. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it had to make it back to the bottom of the channel. You want to look at the 4-hour time frame the most, though. That's going to be your most substantial. And it's very overbought. You see that? It's very overbought at a resistance point. I would wait for it to at least get back above here, hit this level, and then make some type of flag and bounce to the upside. This would be the retest area I'd be looking at for Homer or Simpson. But at the same time, it could rug pull and go all the way to the downside. I mean, if you take the Fibonacci, that's an 886 retracement, right? That's all the way back to its lows. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I got into this super early down in here and watched it pump. I would have been taking profits and moved on to the wayside. If you're still holding Simpson and praying, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. You got to do whatever makes you happy. All right? SpareX got a big pump there out of the falling wedge to the upside. Low stochastics, lack of bearish momentum, and it was gone. Almost a kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there too as well. And so this is the type of trading style, you know, you want to be looking for. You want to look for a falling wedge. You want to look for the MACD showing really signs of no red. Like there was just no red there. Lack of sell pressure each time. And then you were low on the stochastics and the RSI had legs. You even had a cup and a handle on the RSI. That can tell you that money is coming your way. All right. Creators Crypto is the best. Yo, one of the nicest people you ever meet. Shout out to Lumber HQ. God bless you. Thanks, brother. Sending love. Shout out to Mar Barley for the $20 super chat. God bless you, brother. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, man. You are super supportive and always there. They're starting to do ordinals on Dogecoin, too. They call them Doginals. Interesting you said that. That's pretty weird, right? But I was looking at BABYDOGE. And BABYDOGE actually had some bullishness in it. BABYDOGER. Let's look at BABYDOGE here on MEXC. Oh, it's on MEXC. I didn't even realize that. So I saw this little flag. It kind of looks like what we just saw there for us. What are we looking at? SPARX, right? SPA. But look, again, that was just a little bit of a flag here in the last 12 hours. BABYDOGE getting a little bit of a pump to the upside. Nothing amazing, but you see a flag, trade a flag, right? As long as there's other parameters at point. But only 4% for BABYDOGE. And it's very low from where it used to be. It got slammed. I'm not saying BABYDOGE is Doge. It just made me think of BABYDOGE. It's been a while since I looked at it. Let's look at like the 3-day chart for BABYDOGE. I mean, not the worst, right? It came up, came all the way back down, consolidated, had a massive move to the upside. And now it's kind of in this falling wedge. Something like this, right? And you could get a spike back up, spike back down. You pull a Fibonacci on this too as well. I mean, BABYDOGE at the 786 Fibonacci retracement, that could be a beautiful move for BABYDOGE back to the upside. That's kind of that golden zone that many people like to play, so it is what it is. I was thinking these memes like Homer are using copyright titles and images, so trading them would be making money off of a computer material. That could lead to a lawsuit owning owners of it. They don't care, man. They're not doxxed, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're undoxed people, so that's why it's, you know, good luck. Good luck figuring that one out. But it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. All right. It is what it is, man. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the copyright infringement. They just don't. You know what I mean? And they're undoxed people that you can't even track. Like, you know, and they're probably super smart, like people that know tech and know hacking, and like they're just like people that they probably make it and then destroy the computer and the chips, and like you wouldn't be able to find out who did it and how they did it, right? My mind strategy is getting sharper. Still appreciate the vision of Sam as his eyes see different things that I am still training. Wish you all the best. Shout out to Creators Crypto, man. God bless you all. Can we have your thoughts on SHIB? Higher time frame looks like it wants to go up, but medium time frame wants to cool down a bit. Rejecting the point of C is what I'm waiting for to revisit the value area low before a big move to the upside. Wow, you sound awesome, Garganzo operator. I love that. Someone said Kaz is still going down. Yes, one more time. It's going to be looking like a spam. And honestly, send in a TA or Super Chat if you want me to go over Kaz. But I'll be nice and go over these two things. But if you send in a TA or Super Chat, it's going to be easier for me to see. What I see for Casper is that it's just super oversold in the 3-day chart. All right. And it's sitting in the zone. Now, it could bounce down to the 786. Could even get lower. But there's a hidden bullish divergence now forming. It's super oversold. And to me, it's only a matter of time till Casper starts its move back to the upside based on probability. All right. So I'm just looking at accumulation zone here for Casper. Good places to gobble up some Casper, in my humble opinion. Where do you trade Casper? On MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. MEXC has the lowest fees of any single exchange in the game at the present moment in time. That's why I'm super happy to kind of be talking about them. And I do get a commission from MEXC. So if you want to jump on it today and use MEXC, it helps out the channel in many, many ways. So, hey, do what you got to do. And honestly, I waited and waited for Casper to come on down into that sweet spot. Super happy that it did. Super, super happy that it did. Okay. Total market cap, S&P futures. Let's look at the dollar index, the DXY, which I go over basically every single day. Might slip up here and there, but mainly about 5 to 6 times a week. I'm talking about the DXY. And so far, the DXY had a nice pump, but the moving averages are getting really far apart on the 4-hour time frame. Whenever the 21 and the 200 start to make this gap, and again, look, even this, once it got above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour, it was gone, right? It was gone. Absolutely gone. Same concept. Like, you can, and that's the thing, you can play this concept on any single asset in the world, basically any time frame. It works very, very well. You can backtest this for yourself to kind of get comfortable with it. And then once you feel the zone, you feel what's happening, you can start to make sense of it. So we're looking for bullish consolidation. Right now, the 4-hour does want to pump to the upside. And we could even see the dollar pump with Bitcoin yet again. Because now you could see them, basically the U.S. people in the background trying to pump the dollar up, using everything they can. Like people are running into T-bills right now. I think that's a crazy idea, honestly. I wouldn't be jumping into T-bills, personally. But again, I believe that buying government debt is becoming less and less cool. You know what I mean? It's the traditional thing to do. And again, like a financial advisor might tell you to do something like that. But again, I don't listen to people, the traditional financial advisors, because they're not going to know about Casper. They're not going to know about the new coins. I would be loading up and building my bags for the next 2 years. But again, that's me. What do I know? I'm super high risk guy on YouTube. But I personally would not be buying T-bills. That's me though. Some people would laugh at me and be like, "Oh, I just bought T-bills and made a boatload." So it's whatever makes you happy. But I wouldn't be buying Treasury. I wouldn't be buying government bonds, man, and buying government debt. Just not, to me, not where you want to be situated. Wow. Okay. And thank you for the super chat again. Let's see, we got another super chat coming on there. Thank you so much, man. Can you look at 1,000 ladies coin thoughts? I'll look at ladies. I don't know what 1,000 ladies is. That's the way the U.S. is going to fund the Treasury, by creating bills. Love you, Sam. Thank you for being here every day. It's much appreciated. You're such an inspiration. Thank you so much, Kyle Vero. I appreciate that, man. And that's like the love that I'm looking for. You know what I mean? It all started with the heat and the craziness, right? But honestly, that loss was just devastating. Come on, Celtics. Like, that's not the Celtics I saw all season long. And Jason Tatum rolled his ankle at the very beginning of the game. It was just such a weird, it was an omen. It was a bad omen. The second I saw that, I was like, all right, let's push through. It's not a big deal. But in my mind, I was like, that's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good at all. We also see on the dollar index is we see kind of a bearish divergence, because overall that's an uptrend, but this is an overall downtrend, and that's a bearish divvy, which tells you that you're usually going to take a drop, and you got a bit of a double top up there too. And I showed you this rising wedge, right, that we're in, and it could also be a bearish retest of the rising wedge. We hit that and start to dump. I just projected this idea just because I was open-minded to the hey, if we go sideways, I'll have to be able to see it. I like putting both ideas up in my mind. That way, if one gets picked, it leads me to stay open-minded. Very, very important we stay open-minded. You're also very overbought on the daily time frame. So the 4-hour may get a bit of a pump here. But the daily says that we're struggling right now. I do see this Adam and Eve double bottom, though, which has me kind of weary. But you're very overbought on the daily time frame. maybe a pump up to the 200 SMA, get rejected, and then we could start falling to the downside. So dollar index is struggling. It doesn't look amazing, but it did break out of this falling wedge. It has this major resistance area to get through, though, is 105.33. If it gets above that and above the 200 SMA, I'll flip my tune. But right now, it's easy to kind of hit a topping area and begin to fall to the downside. We'd like to look at this like a double top, and have it break to the downside for the dollar index. It would only be better for Bitcoin to see the dollar index flail a little bit to the downside. Tatum going down was the deciding factor. Yeah, he couldn't really do much for the rest of the game. Every time he went up and came back down. But why didn't they just take him out? I guess it would show signs of weakness or something. I don't know. I would have just taken him out of the game completely. You know, his ankle obviously got rolled, and it was sore the whole game, right? And we've all seen people roll their ankle, and these guys are big and tall, and when they roll their ankle like that, I mean, it's not good. So I guess we could blame it on that. However, there's enough fighters in the Celtics team, and they just could not hit threes. Had they hit just 10 of those 30 threes, they were like 3 for 27 or something. Had they hit just 10 of those threes, they probably would have won the game or come damn close to it. So you live by the three, you die by the three, and that's how it is. He had too much pride and probably told the coach to put him in, or else it would be bad PR for him, right? Yeah, and Brown, I mean, Jaylen Brown has the skills, but he also took some deep threes randomly, and he threw away like at least 12 possessions. He lost the ball a bunch of times, you know. Jalen's amazing when he's spot on, but he has this hesitancy, and it gets in his head a little bit. I don't know why. All right. And remember, False Move Tuesday has been switched. False Move Monday has been switched to False Move Tuesday. I would be very wary and careful of trading today on like an exact mode, you know. All we want to see, really, what I showed you, is we want to watch that 4-hour time frame and just make sure the 4-hour time frame respects the zone. That's all that matters for me today. All right? Did I really delete all my old work? I hope not. Okay, yeah. So we're just watching this right here. We're watching this consolidation on the 4-hour. As long as this 4-hour can hang, this is all I want right here, is that the 4-hour can stay above the 200 SMA and do this consolidation. Take 16 to 20 hours, consolidate in the zone, and we could see a massive move for Bitcoin by Friday, Thursday night, something like that. So that's what I'm looking at. I like to see the 21 coming for that 200. Eventually, the 50 will be on its way. And this is just what we're watching. It's a flag outside of a falling wedge. It's a very bullish sign for me. So, again, nothing crazy today. I wouldn't make any big moves for Bitcoin. You might want to build a small position. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Might be time to slowly build. But it's called Wacko Taco Tuesday, man. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. Get yourself some tacos, relax, have a good time. Brown choked, man. He kind of did, man. I don't like saying that about any human being, though, like, because life is tough as it is. But we really needed someone to step up in that. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are funny. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So we're watching Bitcoin sideways action. We went over the total market cap. We went over the dollar index. We went over the S&P futures. And we went over a bunch of different altcoins that I see happening in the day. And we had some fun with each other. You saw some of my sensitive side, but that's okay. It's okay to show that, in my humble opinion. Some people were taking digs at me, and I felt like it wasn't right. So it is what it is, you know. And again, I'm your friend, man. If I was ever with you and I saw someone taking a dig at you, I would tell them to back off. You know what I mean? Bought 20K Bitcoin at 26,000. Ready to take off, baby. Bought 20K Bitcoin? You bought 20,000 Bitcoin? You have that much money? Jeez Louise. God bless you. That's amazing. 20,000 Bitcoins at 26,000. Pineapple and anchovies is the real man's pizza. Wow, anchovies is a real man pizza. I'll give you that. Just broke down and ordered a pizza for lunch. Everyone's like, you know what? I'm getting some pizza. Out of all the crypto YouTubers, I'm picking Sam and Ben to have my back. You're funny, man. And we know violence here. We love you all. But if I had to protect you, I would be there for you, man. True that. Sammy is my homie. If you know, then you know, man. God bless you, brother. Florida for life. My soul born 9/11/66. 9/11/66. Spread me on St. Augustine Beach. So I have sand on my face, man. Dude, St. Augustine, beautiful place to be, right? St. Augustine, Florida. So I said, yeah, St. Augustine. That city looks absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to visit it one day. I'm craving pizza too now. I think I'm going to go get a pizza. Joker going to cook in the finals. Poor man's AD cannot guard him. I think the Denver Nuggets will just probably sweep them, or at least beat them by 4-1 or 4-2. Just like they beat every single team that they played, you know. Did you get your loyal airdrop? It's funny you said that. I've been looking for the contract address to add it to you know, because it should be here right now, right? 2 new tokens found in this account. Let me see. Wise and P-Dog. It's funny. that's not what we're looking for. I did buy that P-Dog, like, I don't know how, like, so long ago. But so far, I have not seen it. And then I went to Ben.ETH's Twitter to see where the airdrop is. I don't stress this stuff. People's like, where's the airdrop? Blah, 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 blah. You know? Psychex will be the name of ETH Ben's new exchange. Loyal token still expected to launch on May 30th. Someone might have hacked and released this kind of sound. He hasn't said anything about Loyal, which is supposed to come out today on Monday, right? I'm not stressing it. The second it comes out and I find it and I see it or I find a way to track it, I will be posting it to the trading group and letting each and every one of you know. Might as well follow this guy so I can see his feed, right? Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. And let's take a look at what happened here. All right. We got 1,325 views on this. 4 retweets, 23 likes. Do you believe ADA will ever surpass ETH? I mean, why did Charles leave for New Horizons? Let me know. Because him and the dude from Polka, that's all? Thought we would have gotten more comments on that since now. Maybe Cardano was the same as 6 years ago. That's funny, man. Who cares? It's just a superior protocol and service, right? That's funny, man, right? Show more replies. Usually those are like the, he didn't leave, he was forced out. Interesting. Absolutely not. Year after year, new generation is brainwashed into Cardano, thinking it will change the world, and it won't. Whatever happened to Africa adopting Cardano? Interesting. Shout out to Busy B. Hey, I'm down with what you're saying. I hold ETH and Cardano. I hold more Cardano in USD value than ETH, but it is what it is. I'm open-minded at all times as we travel to space and time. Nothing is guaranteed. Shout out to Tim Warren. I like what he was saying about Cardano. I also had a Cardano look real fast. And watch out for False Move Tuesday. All right? Trust me, when you don't have a Monday and then you have a Tuesday, it's something to be careful about. And the 7-minute chart got walloped all over the board, right? But when I look at Cardano, it's kind of making this flag here, see? And that's a beautiful flag for Cardano. It can stay inside that flag and consolidate. We could see Cardano back up to this. My level area that I'm looking at is about 41 cents, right? Just to get it started. And this is nice bullish consolidation, in my humble opinion. And it kind of has some Adam and Eve vibes. There's your Adam, and there's your rounded Eve, right? Has some Adam and Eve vibes too as well for Cardano. So only time will tell. Shout out to $54 in chat revenue. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate everyone for kicking it with me all the way until the end of the stream. Thank you very much. All right. And last but not least, AMA. Ask me anything for the last 5 minutes. Anything you want to know. Anything you want to, like off topic, like something different. I'm feeling spicy right now. I'm trying to build a project in Africa on Cardano about real world assets. It's going to be long road, but as you say, only time will tell. Look at the ADA ETH chart. Ouch. There you go. I like what you just said. God bless the lifers. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker in the live. And I just got to chat up. Any AMA, anything you want to know? Let's talk about it for a couple minutes. Will Ripple shoot or not? Oh, yeah, someone asked about the Ripple chart, saying that it looked somewhat bullish. Shout out to the XRP Army. Who here is in the XRP Army? Who here has been holding Ripple as long as me? Since 2009. I've been holding Ripple for 4 years straight. I love my Ripple. I'll never give up on my Ripples. All right. Ripple actually getting a move. It really did get a move. From 46 all the way to 50. Nice rip up for Ripple. Funny, right? Rip up for Ripple. And so, look, I had this idea for Ripple. I'll have to say that I had a trade on it. I had this falling wedge. Someone asked about it. I said, it's in a falling wedge. Could pump to the upside, right? It kind of had this consolidation, came back up. Previous resistance became new support, and then it got a nice bounce. It also had, look, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder, and it broke to the upside. 4 hours getting a little high, but see, once it got above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour, it was gone. So now what you're looking for is some type of a flag here, maybe on the 1 hour time frame, something like that. So I'd switch to a smaller time frame, and I'd be looking for a flag. Ripple with a massive green candle here too, starting to fly as we speak. That's interesting, and it's breaking out of this little flag to the upside. I could see Ripple doing serious damage and continuing all the way up here to about 53 cents. All right, to about 53 cents. That wants to rip and has lack of bearish momentum. I would even go to a smaller time frame and look for another flag inside of that flag. Wow, this thing is moving. Ripple wants to go all the way to 53 cents. It's another almost like about 8% gain for Ripple on the day. The 4 hour is getting high, but that looks amazing. It does have a little bit of divergence there as that's swinging flat while that's swinging up. Could channel it in the other direction, but for now, I mean, interesting little flag for Ripple right now. I would wait till the afternoon. I want to see the dust settle for Bitcoin before I jump on into any chart or trade, right? And last but not least, we're going to leave you with BOOKMAP. And it does show that liquidity was lower. And now there's just this massive buy wall at 27.2 saying that we probably can't get lower than that. Some whale is saying, hey, that's the lowest we'll see for Bitcoin. There's about 1,838 Bitcoins in the order. That's 1,800 Bitcoins in the order at 27,200 if we do decide to take that dippy-de-doo-dah to the downside. So, AMA, since you drive out east, are you going to stop? Are you a stoplight jumper? If you are the first car at the light and turning left, do you try to beat the car across from you going straight? Sometimes. I do it if there's enough space. Sometimes there's enough space and I do it. When I'm with my family, usually I just take it easy though. You know what I mean? And I wait my turn. Sometimes you can do it. In my neighborhood, there's like a longer version between and you can kind of scat into the left. I know exactly what you're saying. It's funny that you say that. Are you a stoplight jumper? If you are the first car at the light and turning left, do you try to beat the car across? Only when there's like an elongated space that lets you see that you can easily beat the spatial relation. If it's a regular intersection, no way. No way. No way. Like very small. Man, my dad driving in Needham does it all the time. That's so funny, man. Shout out to you, man. Needham's right next to me. I was staying awake yesterday for the night stream, but you didn't go live. What happened? There isn't a night stream on Monday night. Tell them that I don't. He said he was staying awake for the night stream. What happened?
Oh, you went to bed a little too early. You should have stayed up a little more.
She's joking with you. There's no night stream. I don't do 2 streams every day. Only on the weekends. Only on the weekends. So some people, they find my stream on the weekend, and then they think that I do 2 streams every day.
You do a night stream on the weekends.
Yeah, that's only on the weekends. Yeah.
Oh.
But see, they find the stream on a Saturday, and then they see it Sunday, and then Monday.
But I think it says like in the very beginning of the stream.
No, it says it on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says exactly when I live stream, but it doesn't mention the morning stream, so that could throw them off too. You know. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, and I'll see you again tomorrow in the home studio as I travel back tonight and get you situated and all tucked in nice and neat. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'll catch you on another live stream. Words of gratitude to each and every one of you that kicked it with me. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless each and every one of us today as we go through all our journeys and ups and downs. If you lost a loved one, it's not going to be easy. I'm with you 100%. Take deep breaths. Take it one day at a time. And that's all I can say. Stay in the present moment, and you're going to be in control of your destiny. Don't worry about the past. Don't focus too much on the future. Build right now in the present moment. I love you all. Thank you so much for jumping on in, and I'll catch you on the next live stream. Gratitude for each and every one of you here, for every super chat, for every like, for every comment, for every one of you that came through and gave us your beautiful eyes on this live stream. Thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time.